Welcome, and thank you for joining for another whiskey review. Today, we're going to take a look at the Killowen 3-year-old single pot still cognac cask. Dustin. Killowen, we like these guys. Finally, their own still. Young 3-year-old here. This is bottle 191 of 486. This has a bunch of words not too familiar how to say. So I'm just going to put it in the description and let the people read here.
Yeah, I'll hold this up here for you guys. That's what it says. And then, actually, I just remembered, Mike, the little back here that they give you in there tells you the mash bill.
Yes.
So, it's 8 parts malted barley, 4.5 parts unmalted barley, 1 part malted Maris Otter barley, 1/4 oats, and 1/4 wheat. So...
sounds like a breakfast of champions here,
We're having
Dustin.
some fun stuff, and then the fermentation is a mixture of wild, open top, and outdoor. So, I don't know enough about what that means, but... And also, Mike, worm tub condensed. So, they're saying all kinds of stuff.
Words, Dustin, words.
Yes.
This is whiskey. This is Irish.
And one of the most expensive bottles we're ever going to bring you guys.
And
Per ounce.
it's clear. Very, very clear.
Yeah, I did hear somebody say white cognac. I didn't know that was a thing. I wonder if they're just trying to give them credit for why it's see-through.
Oh, it is extremely clear, which I love. Because you know this is natural color.
Oh, absolutely there.
This is natural. I could care less what color the whiskey is.
I tell you what, Mike, if he knows this thing, this is not just the oiliest smell.
All right, let's get to it, Dustin.
Like my first thought of it is like, man, that is rich.
It is rich, pungent,
Sweet.
grainy.
Very sweet, though, man. God. You're right. There's a nice little bit of grain there. But, God, the sweetness.
It does have a sharp edge of sweetness to it.
I mean, wine casks, for sure. Confectionery sugars.
Good one.
You know, Smarties.
Cinnamon.
You know the Smarties?
Okay, I go
You
with it.
kind of just took a handful of those, just put powder in the air, a little of that.
Cinnamon.
Oh, big time. What dare I say white cinnamon, Mike?
We'll stick with the theme. Pepper.
Yeah. Also white pepper.
Also white pepper. Snowman.
I'm definitely getting a good, actually note of wheat here. They didn't say a lot there, but I am actually picking up.
Original rice cake.
Okay.
You ever had those? The round ones? My older sister's
I
doing.
don't think I have.
Like, I'm going to lose weight by
Oh,
eating
yeah, I've had those.
those
Never
cardboard
mind.
things.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to lose weight by eating this cardboard and then going out. Like, that's not how that works.
Well, and then you're going to end up putting peanut butter on them.
You're just going to get really drunk quick.
Yeah, you are. And then you're going to eat a burger.
Harris Pizza.
And fries.
Oh, man, I tell you what. That's sashayed into a kind of a sour lemon, but the sour is 50%. Something you put on a taco.
Really, really just very pleasant. I'm not getting any, like, ethanol notes here. I mean, the youth is really well done here. I mean, again, 3 years old, I'm expecting some very off-putting notes.
I'm expecting something to taste like it's spoiled. But, very recognizable, well-rounded smells that have no off-putting tinge to them whatsoever.
I'm not getting anything here that's making me upset. I guess I'm getting maybe more of some bourbon notes when I really dig in than maybe your Irish or Scotch drinker maybe goes after.
This comes off very Irish whiskey to me. And again, doesn't feel simple for 3 years old at all.
No.
All right, let's go ahead and pour it, Dustin.
Yeah, they've done everything the right way so far, I think. And, Mike, one of the things that, the All Swallows and some of these other groups are doing is, like, best new distilleries. Well, they've just reached 3 years old, so I'm really interested to know if are these guys going to be putting out something that we're going to be chasing in 5 years, 10 years?
Wow. There's a strange sweetness to this.
It's good.
There is some type of there is a youth note to it. It's not too unpleasant. There is a youth note that kind of goes with a very stinging citrus, and then instantly goes into heavy spices, heavy cinnamon, pepper, white pepper, maybe salt. I don't know. There's no brine, there's no seashore, but there might be salt to it. But the spices are really popping. It's spicy and a funky citrus.
Yeah. Yeah, on the initial approach.
Good mouthfeel.
Yeah, up front, it's all sweetness from the cognac. And then straight into what Mike said. Finish, I'm still picking up that wheat.
Here's some buckwheat to it, isn't it?
I'm even getting some oats, man. I'm getting like oatmeal notes now that I think about it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention steel oats, if you would.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention 61% ABV, so this thing is...
Steel cut oats, for sure, coming through here. Man.
Like, this is not a breakfast I want to have.
This is the fourth whiskey we've had tonight, Mike, and we've had some bangers today.
We have.
But you know what? This might be the most impressive in terms of boldness of finish we've had. It really has a bold finish.
It's extremely bold, Dustin. There is no doubt about that.
I don't know if it's not the best finish by any means, but it's impressive, and the fact that it's so oily, so rich, and it's lingering like that, impressive to me.
All right, with water, I didn't think it possible that more spice would come up. But here we are.
I don't consider it too spicy on the nose at all.
I just said there was more of it.
I'm almost getting a little bit of like freshly done dishes.
There is a lemon pledge meets freshly cleaned house in the spring.
I've got like Dove soap.
There's a soapy note to this, soapy, waxy note.
Like you've just cleaned everything, and it's got a nice little smell.
You know I like things clean, Dustin.
I do know that. You got the springtime air coming through. You got the windows open. You got the back door going. It's got all of that coming in.
Happy to be alive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty straightforward, Dustin. I mean it's citrus. It's a bunch of really intense spice, but it's a great mouthfeel. I will say there's nothing really off-putting for a 3-year-old whiskey. Mm-hmm. This is an aggressive whiskey to drink. This is a whiskey fun enough that I would drink it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, with water, it's a spicy guy on the palate. It picked up the spice a good bit. It was spicy to start with for sure, but initially the approach was very creamy, sweet cognac, and then the spice.
Man, you're getting cognac, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm getting the cognac notes big time here, man. I can't miss them.
I mean, I get a subtle backdrop of cognac.
All that sweetness is cognac, man. There's so much cognac.
Then their base distillate is just hot spice. Just pepper and cinnamon.
Oh, their base distillate is definitely sweet. Don't get me wrong, but
no,
it's the note at the end of the sweetness. That's the cognac, and it's there all throughout.
Like I said, on the edges. It's in the background.
I get it on the palate big time, though, man.
I want the picture.
The finish here is heavy cognac. It's got that like
the shortest guy on the football team running in the background. It's like, hey, I'm here. I was in the picture. Look, that's all I'm getting of cognac is what I mean.
I get a nice cognac note here. I really think it's not the show, but it's there. I really like this one, man. I believe it or not, I'm actually blown away. I was a little shocked at the price on this. I was also shocked that I paid it, but I didn't know it there.
I don't even know what you paid, but give it to me.
$130.
Oh, come on. That's nothing.
For a 375.
Yeah, so it's $260 fifth.
For a 3-year-old whiskey.
Yeah. 3-year-old Compass Box Deluxe.
Except that had 20-something-year-old Klein Leash. That's 97% of it.
3-year-old whiskey. Might be 97-year-old.
There's no old whiskey in this.
No. But I tell you what, if this is the basic, it's just going to get nothing better from here. Question for you. Mm-hmm. This is something I don't know. I know bourbon has to be aged 2 years to be a bourbon, and Scotch needs to be aged 3 years to be a Scotch as far as the minimum age. Is Irish 2 or 3?
I assumed it was 3. That's why, or at least to say it's pot stilled Irish, which is what this is.
Okay.
I think it's 3 years to just be called whiskey in general.
I don't know for sure, though.
For at least whiskey produced in Ireland or Scotland.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, I am not an expert on the rules. I do know this. I am excited to see more of this distillate. I can't wait for a 5-year-old.
This is a strong start for a 3-year-old whiskey.
Oh, man. Incredibly strong.
This tastes better than Lagavulin at 7 or 8.
Better than Lagavulin 8. Not even close. Of course, it costs more, but hey.
There's that.
I love that sweet. Now it's kind of like got a sweet little pie crust thing going.
You're really searching.
Ah, dude, it's right there.
It's pretty basic.
Oh man, it's basic, but it's a beautiful sweetness. That's what I love here.
They could jazz this up with a different cask for sure. I like with the malt. I like the base malt, what it's doing.
Yeah.
When they get 5-6-year-old whiskey, really get some darker sherry, rum style cask thrown in here.
Yeah, well, the person who told me about this, she's got a PX one, she's got an Oloroso one, and they've got a bunch of them. But this is the only one that's been at Party Source. She got hers straight from the UK, from Ireland, I guess.
That'd be the UK if it's Northern Ireland.
I don't know how the hell that works.
Geography.
Well, but again, if it's southern, northern, I don't know. I don't know where they make the actual whiskey, to be honest with you.
I agree. I don't either. All right. Time to get to whiskey score time, Dustin. If you don't mind, allow me to go first.
Right ahead.
All right. So, good start. Good start. Mm-hmm. But this is 3-year-old whiskey. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give this an 84 out of 100. I see a lot of good things here. I like the mouthfeel. I like the base malt. Super spicy. That's Irish whiskey for you.
You're not wrong.
I am excited to see what Killowen can do with some time and proper maturation, cask maturation.
I'm between two scores here, Mike.
Give it to me.
I'm going to go with the lower one here just because I feel like I just don't want to be overly generous with it being 3 years old. But
you're a fanboy.
I'm going to give it an 86. I think this is better than a substantial amount of 12-year-old whiskey out there on the market today. Mm-hmm. I think 86 is fair. I was debating 87, but that seems like I'm getting a little too... I would have to like the spice here a lot more, and I don't think I do. And I feel like the grain notes are still coming through enough here where maturity really should bring that grain down and leave just the spice. We've got grain and spice here, which is probably should justify a lower score. So give it that 86 because the mouthfeel, the richness, the flavor, that sweetness on the nose, I think all deserve a lot of praise.
Great start. We're fans of Killowen.
Incredible start for a 3-year-old.
Definitely fans. Anyway, those are our thoughts on this particular whiskey. If you guys had a chance to try this one, let us know what you guys think. Only 486 bottles, so once again, very obscure bottling, but, a lot of times you don't get a lot of people talking about these obscure bottles.
Or if you've had any of the, I don't know how to say the word, series from them, I got nothing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you've had any of that series, let us know if the other casks are doing well. If you work with Killowen, and you might because we only get like 200 views, so you might be one of the 200 who watches.
Yeah, we're a fan. We've done a few.
Leave a comment below. Let us know what you guys got coming next.
We like whiskey. Anyway, those are our thoughts on this particular one. Dustin, until next time, what do we wish, folks?
Happy Irish drinking.
We'll see you then.